back at it again. I done took the P-trap apart, and I installed the new faucet. Like I was saying before, took out the old one. This is the old stem that goes to the old one. These are the old handles. Letting people know that sometimes it's better to replace the whole thing rather than keep replacing these stems every time you get a drip, because the price you're going to pay getting it fixed every time. Then when you finally decide to remodel the sink or get a new one, you're going to have already spent the same amount of money buying these stems, and getting rubber gaskets are easy to replace. If you got it, just want to replace a rubber gasket and you want to keep your old one, that's fine. But when you get to start replacing stems and the supply lines underneath, that runs underneath, that go to the water, and the P-trap here. So now what we're doing is almost done. We got the faucet in. We got to get this drain in here. It's called the flange for the pop-up assembly. Drain is what we call it. And this right here controls that. So when you pull it up, that'll stop and you can put water in here. Most people don't have that hooked up because if they put in a faucet on their own, they don't know how to do the little mechanism in the back. It's not as easy as everything else. So we're going to finish hooking it up and get right back. Okay, so let me show you how you put this together real quick. This is putty. It's called plumber's putty. You need this stuff. It's like Play-Doh. And you want to put it around this ring right here. This is your flange that goes on your sink that I just showed you. You wrap this stuff around here. Nice and putty-like. Once you get you a nice thick bead around it, you're going to take it. And you want to sit it in your flange, in your hole, your drain, threshold. Once you get that in there, you're going to take this in. Take this in, and you're going to screw it from the bottom in, righty tighty, lefty loosey. You're going to screw it up until this is snug up on the bottom of the sink, and then you're going to take these and you're going to take this on the bottom nut here while you're under there and tighten this up to the right. And that rubber right here is going to smash up against the bottom of the sink. You want to make sure this is even while you're screwing it up. It's going to slowly thread itself up this thread. And on the bottom of the sink, it's going to secure so you don't have any leaks. Okay. Like I was showing you guys before, replacing that P-trap, and we're going to make sure this washer is under this nut up top. Slide that in there. Now, these washers and nuts on this soft type of pipe, you have to make sure it's just hand tight, and then you take your wrench and get a quarter turn. Doesn't have to be too tight to stop the water with this soft PVC, this soft plastic. It's called tubing plastic. Doesn't take much to get tight, and they have little rubbers in there. Most things that tighten up in plumbing, if it has a rubber gasket, if it has a rubber gasket, don't need to be tightened too tight. Not to the point where you have Teflon tape, where you put Teflon on it, or pipe dope, then you want to tighten down with a pipe wrench. You want to get it a lot tighter. Nah, not all the times, not in every case, but most plumbing is like that. Okay, so we tighten up that same P-trap back because he's not getting the P-trap replaced. You're just getting his pop-up assembly done and a new faucet with a new drain. So we almost there.